So going into 2025, there are going to be Medicare Advantage plans here in Northeast Florida and around the country that are not going to be renewing, not going into next year. What does that mean for you? My name is Bill Green. I own Green Insurance Agency. We've helped people with their Medicare since 2014. In that time, we've helped thousands of people. We have 350 plus 5-star Google reviews. We're here to help you just understand what your options are for all this stuff. What happens if you get that letter that says your plan's not going to renew? How you're going to know is you have to have your Medicare annual notice of change, the letter basically saying what your plan's going to look like for next year. The insurance companies are required to get that to you by September the 15th at the latest. What are your options? Well, number one, say you missed that letter or you ignore it, or we have our round two, it's our wooden nickels if you've seen us out in the community. The largest nation in the world is procrastination. If you procrastinate, don't do anything at all, going into January 2020, you will automatically be enrolled in a Part D prescription drug plan. The problem with that is your medicines may not be covered very well. You may have a higher copay than you had previously, or your medicine may just not be covered at all. The other downside is you'll be back on just original Medicare by itself. The problem with original Medicare by itself is you're now responsible for 20% of all bills with no cap and no limit. So yes, it gives you access to more providers. The downside is it's 20% with no limits. Even if you're the picture of health, that's probably not ideal because accidents happen. You can still have major costs that way. So let's say you don't procrastinate, you get that letter and you want to be proactive. What are your choices? Well, you've got really two to pick from. Number one, you have what I like to call a get out of jail free card. So if your Medicare Advantage plan is involuntarily disenrolling you, you have no choice, you're just being dropped, which is what's happening here. You can go into what's called a Medicare supplement or Medigap plan without any health questions. So that means if you've tried to get one in the past and you were turned down, you can now get one without health questions. So what are your options there? You have Plan F, Plan G, or Plan N for the most part. If you're eligible to Medicare prior to January of 2020, you can get a Plan F. After that, it would be a Plan G or a Plan N. You may not have seen our other videos, but the difference between a Medicare supplement and Medicare Advantage plan, the real quick high level, Medicare supplement plan is you're going to pay a premium. That premium is based on whether you use tobacco or not, your home zip code, your age, and whether you're a man or a woman. That's how the premiums are determined. The other part is network-wise. You have any doctor, anywhere, anytime, no questions asked. No referrals, no prior authorizations. You have absolute freedom. I like to consider a Medicare supplement or Medigap plan as you're paying for freedom. You're paying for choice. Again, the downside is you're going to pay for it. The alternative is Medicare Advantage plan. So Medicare Advantage plan is what you've had up to this point. Many of them in our area here in Northeast Florida are zero premium. You pay nothing extra beyond what Social Security already takes out of your check just to have Medicare. These are going to have copays for essentially anything you do. Doctor's office visit, x-rays, hospitalization, surgeries, ambulance, emergency room, all that kind of stuff. You pay as you go. You're used to that. They also include the extras like dental, vision, hearing, gym membership, money spent at the pharmacy, those sorts of things. So that's your Medicare supplement Medigap versus Medicare Advantage. If it's worth it to you to pay the extra premium, you can get to a Medigap at this point with no health questions. Now, a little word of advice there. I have had people come to me over the years who qualified for this, who qualified for a guaranteed issue, but the agent they met with the first time didn't know how to process it correctly and tried to put them through health questions. They got turned down. Make sure the agent you're working with knows how to work within the confines of the system that we have access to. If you don't have an agent, or maybe they don't know what we're talking about, that's what we're here for to help you out. So the alternative, your second option, Medicare Advantage plan. This is what you've had up to this point. You're probably familiar with it. You've got copays for everything you do. You've got dental, vision, hearing, gym membership, money spent at the pharmacy, all that sort of stuff. So just like any other year, what you're going to do is your Medicare agent is going to help you look for a plan that has your doctor's network, your medicine's covered well, and if those added benefits are important to you, to check for those added benefits. So this is a very unique time where we are having a lot of plans leave the area. We've had a few here and there, but never at this scale. So it's very important this year to shop those Medicare Advantage plans or a Medigap plan, Medicare supplement plan, if that's important to you. That's what we're here for. We'll show you all your options. We're not going to just limit to say, this is one company or this is just a couple companies. We have access to many, so we're going to help you find the right one based on what you need for your needs. I hope you found this information valuable. If we can help you at all, do me a favor, leave a comment down below or click on the link in our bio and we'll help you out to pick the right plan going in 2025. We can't wait to work with you soon.